Hello everyone, my name is Ozan Reşat Altındiş and I'm the responsible product marketing manager for Northern Europe in Bosch. Today we are coming with a new concept that we call Experience the Sound of Future. Well, actually, when we are talking about this name, there are two parts. The first part is the experience part. So this time we will not be talking about the product or just doing a presentation, but we wanted to bring you the real cases and actually real people talking about their own cases. So this time it will be a little bit more different experience for you because all these things we are now talking, either they are recently installed or just recently delivered to the end user. So all these challenges and solutions are pretty new. That means you will have the latest developments from the market and very up-to-date product installation news. This is the first part. When it comes to Sound of Future part, actually that's also true because all these projects, which most of them has recently installed, you will probably use in the future. They are shopping malls, city centers, or some critical application areas that you will probably be in soon. That's future. And also, all the product portfolio integration technologies we are talking about is definitely very up-to-date. And here our aim is just sit down all together with you and think about the future of our business. How public address, voice evacuation, conferencing, commercial audio portfolios and projects will change, will evolve in the future. That's one of the aims of today. That's the reason why we call it Experience the Sound of Future. But before we start with the real cases, I just quickly want to remind you one thing. The first thing is, probably most of you know, Praesideo we introduced a couple of months ago, the IP public address system. And recently, just before the holiday season, we came up with 1.40 firmware upgrade, which brings a lot of different functionalities and also line isolators portfolio for Praesideo. If you want to get more information about that, please check our YouTube channel. And in that video, you can find all the details. This is the first thing. Secondly, I have some good news for you. Now in Nordic's team, myself and my colleague, Roger Lawrence, right now sitting behind the camera to bring you this event, we are now the master Praesideo trainers, which means we can deliver Praesideo training to you about configuration, system design, and all everything about Praesideo. This means we will have more slots, and as you can imagine, the priority of booking will be in Nordics, Benelux, UK, so in Northern Europe, which is our responsibility area. But if you are watching today, joining us from somewhere else in the world, please do not hesitate to write us if you need any training about Praesideo, and we will direct you to the right people. So, let's talk about the event a bit. So today, as I said, the aim is to ask you these questions. Imagine yourself as a shopping mall manager and you have responsibility of thousands of people in a day. You want to entertain them, you want to create a nice ambience and increase all your retailers' sales. But on the other hand, you are responsible all that thousands of people's safety and security. How you will merge these two topics and who can help you with? One of the questions. Or you are sitting in your office as a system integrator consultant and somebody brings you a big file, which is the project of the biggest indoor city centers in the world. And all of a sudden you face with a lot of acoustical challenges, high ceilings, cold and tough environment to work. What kind of challenges you may think and maybe may not think, we will see today because some of our guests will be explaining their real experiences. Or a critical application area project, airport, nuclear power plant, these kind of things can come to your table. Have you ever thought to have a kind of to-do list, checklist for these kind of projects? Or maybe our expert designers, business developers can explain you. These are just some examples from today's interviews, videos, content, just to make you a little bit more curious about the content. I will not be presenting them. My colleagues will just in a few minutes. But before we start, of course, we also think about the fun part of this event. We will have a short menti quiz, and at the end we will have an award. So I really advise you to listen and watch everything very carefully, because there will be some tricky questions also. But for that part, I have my colleague Petra with me. Hello, Petra, welcome. Wait a second, you're not Petra. What happened to Petra?
Yeah. Hi, yeah, I'm obviously not Petra. She couldn't be with us today. So I'll be taking over her position here. So my name is Tristan O'Sullivan, and I work in sales operations at Bosch.
Thanks for being here, Tristan. Thanks for your help, and you will be the host for the Menti session today. As we already say, we will have the quiz, but before that, we want to do a small test and connect to Menti and try it, how it works. So maybe, Tristan, you can tell us what Menti is first.
Yeah, sure. It's a fun little interactive online quiz. So yeah, please everybody join. It's anonymous, so feel free to join with full anonymity. So yeah, please take your smartphone, tablet, or computer, and you can quickest go into this with this QR code and get straight into the Menti website, or you can put it in manually and type in menti.com on your web browser.
I will also be doing that, so I am now going to menti.com. You see my screen on the left hand side. Then I will put the code here. What was it again? 44589515 and submit. And this is the screen I see. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So then I will press the small heart button here, so you know I'm here.
Yeah. Go ahead and press that heart button so we can see how many are joining. We have 8, 11, 13, 15. Let's give it a few more minutes to see, or a few more seconds at least.
Yeah, so I can.
So like I said, this is just a warm-up quiz to get you ready for the big quiz, which we're going to have later.
Yeah.
And please stay with us for that big quiz, because you have the chance to win a Bosch power drill.
Will the questions be hard in this warm-up session?
Could be. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's just give it one more second.
Yeah. I can see more hearts there, meaning more people joining.
Yeah.
That's great to see.
Okay. I think we are ready to start this warm-up quiz. So let's go to the first question. I was still getting people jumping in, but maybe they can jump in at the same time. Oh, wait, we're getting even more. Let's one more second.
Yeah, let's just.
Yeah, let's go for it. Okay.
Okay.
First question. Where are you joining from today? Are you home officing? Are you in the office? Are you lying on the sofa? Sitting in the sauna? Or are you lucky and at the bar?
And more people joining from the office.
Okay,
right
people
now.
are back to the office. Looks
Yeah,
good.
more
All
or less.
right.
Nobody is in the bar. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, so most in the office. Okay, next question.
Yeah, still the votes are coming. So
Still some of us, still more people joining. That's good.
yeah,
Okay, let's go to the next one.
yeah, let's do that.
How did you hear about this event? Was it from a Bosch employee, via LinkedIn, from one of our newsletters, or other? And you can answer with multiple answers here.
Yeah, here also in my iPad, I can select more than one answer.
Okay, right away we can see it's the majority have heard it from a Bosch employee. That's great.
Yeah, that means you have some contacts close to you from Bosch. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that one. Let's go to the last of these warm-up questions. What is your relationship with Bosch? Are you a Bosch partner? Are you new to Bosch? Are you a Bosch distributor? Do you work at Bosch, or other? Okay, we got
Distributors,
mainly
partners,
Bosch partners,
some colleagues also
some distributors.
here.
Great. So
Mm.
nice split of participants.
We also have some people voting for the other, probably like consultants, specifiers there. Great to see.
Excellent. Okay.
Welcome.
Thanks for being part of this warm-up session. I hope it was easy to use. Like I said, we'll be back again after the presentations, where we'll go to the real quiz, where you, like I said, you can win the power tool.
Yeah, so now all of us know how to use Menti. Just keep this session open. If not, that's also not a problem.
Yeah,
You
we'll
can
log in
also-
again after the
Yeah,
presentation.
you can also do that again. But first, let's see what we will see today. So the short agenda here. First of all, we will be going to Norway to listen a very nice story about the indoor city center area. This is one of the biggest in the world. And then from Denmark, we will have a nice remote conferencing example. After that, our Bosch colleagues will tell you something about critical applications, what to do. Then we have a project from Sweden. I think it is an interesting one where we merge professional audio systems and public address and voice alarm systems. And then we will go to Baltics, Latvia actually, one of the biggest supermarket chain there. Rimi built a new logistics center. So let's hear about that. Last but not least, we will be in Lithuania listening about some acoustical challenges, both from Paviro system integrator and end user itself. And then we will be back here in the studio together with Tristan, and we will go through the live quiz. That will be exciting, and then we will learn who the winner is. So, okay, we are ready to go Norway. Hello, Howard.
Hello, my name is Håvard Ström. I'm sales responsible for the portfolio of communication systems of Bosch Building Technologies for the Norwegian market. With me today, I have Even Vågnes at AVC. Even, you can please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Håvard. My name is Even Vågnes, and I work as a system engineer in AVC in our office in Oslo. Or in other words, I work with sales with my focus on Bosch voice alarm systems. We will now show a video clip of one of our projects.
What an amazing project, Even. Can you please tell us more about this project?
Yes, the Snö Arena, or that means snow, is probably the most fantastic indoor ski arena in the world, where you can go both downhill and classical skiing in perfect temperature for excellent snow every day in all year round. It's located at a few kilometers from the center of Oslo, with hotels, sports shops, restaurants, wardrobes, so that you can enjoy a day, a weekend, or a whole winter holiday, just like a traditional winter trip in the mountains, but of course with perfect weather and snow conditions all the time. The arena was built from January 2016 to December 2019, and it's an amazing building with over 50,000 square meters. And you can see the building from the highway when you drive from Oslo Airport Gardermoen to Oslo. It's also a long building that looks like nothing else you've ever seen. An impressive project that I think is a great success that people from Oslo, Norway, and the rest of the world can check out and enjoy. People just have to try this.
Sounds fantastic, Even. I was thinking when I see this project, what were the biggest challenges you faced during the planning and the installation and commissioning here? Because as I can see, this is not just an ordinary office building.
Yeah, first of all, it was some issues about the high ceilings, so we had to solve that, and we also had very cold. It's a cold room with -4 degrees all the time, so that has to be solved. And they're preparing the snow, so it was a lot of snow on the floor there. So there are many issues that we had to take care of when we should install the project.
I visited you during the installation there, and then it was really cold because I heard there was freezing down the ground there. So it was when I visited you, it was -17 inside there. That must be freezing cold.
Yeah, that's right. They had to put on some clothes that was really warm to even stay in the room. So it was quite a challenge. And the ceiling is also very high, as you could see on the video there. So we had to rent some climbers to install some of the speakers that was all the way up under the ceiling. So we had to take care of that for the customers. That's something that we are used to in AVC, just to fix it when we meet the challenges. Of course, the temperature there are very low. It's normally, as I said, it's -4 degrees, 24/7. So it's quite extreme conditions we're talking about, and we haven't had no problems whatsoever with the system ever since we installed it. So that's quite impressive.
They also use this system as a background music system in the area, and I also been there and experienced the sound of it. And I think also that's quite amazing when you have 36,000 square meters with the background music. It's quite fantastic to hear. Are you satisfied with the solution as a system integrator? How was the feedback from the end user?
Yes, actually, the system has been brilliant. It has been no issues whatever since we installed it, even in these extreme conditions. And the customers have only a good experience with it. It just works, and the maintenance also have been problem-free. So I don't think we would have dared to install another system than the Bosch on this one, because this is quite a challenge. But it's been problem-free, as I said.
In general, as an experienced system integrator, you have installed a lot of Paviro systems. And what do you think is the most beneficial function of Paviro, and why do you choose Paviro in such a nice reference?
Well, we have done a lot of installation with the Paviro, and our experience is that it's very reliable. It's a trusted brand that the customers feel safe when we try to sell them Bosch. So on this project, I don't think we were there to go with any other brand. And it's also a very big building, as you can see on the pictures. Yeah, it's 50,000 square meters and a lot of loudspeakers, and one of the advantages on the Paviro is that it's very high power efficiency and very low power consumption. Actually, the lowest power consumption on a voice alarm system in the market. And that means a lot on such a big building. It's also extreme flexibility thanks to the smart amplifier power sharing. So this is a perfect system for this installation.
Thank you very much, Evan, for introducing us to this very interesting project. And I wish you all the best for the future and your future projects. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Vegard. Same to you. Thank you for our cooperation, and we are looking forward to cooperate with Bosch on our next projects too.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Jakob Hyldal, who's the owner of a company called Kommune-TV, and he is one of our good integrators on conference. And welcome, Jacob. Could you tell a little bit about your company?
Thank you for having me, Jesper. Yes, absolutely. For some 20 years, we've been working with the streaming media, enabling our customers to webcast live town hall meetings. We have some 45 municipalities who on a monthly basis are webcasting their meetings, and we help them with that. We set up the hardware, we monitor that everything works out right, And for some 3-4 years ago, we decided to not only stream their meetings, but create a whole meeting solution for municipalities, taking care of all the aspect with a town hall meeting. That means prior to the meeting, during the live meeting, and post meeting. So that involves creating agenda, managing agenda. It includes microphone control. It includes voting and creation of a protocol after the meeting. We have gathered all that in a meeting solution called Votendo, and some 20 municipalities are using our solution now. Everything is cloud, and what is interesting for the AV integrators is that we have taken a product that are not really meant to be cloud product, created a link and taken that into the sky. So it means no software install, no upgrades for the customer. Everything can be operated from a browser, and on a monthly basis, we roll out new features, bug fixes, and so on, without our clients having to do anything.
Sounds really interesting. How is Bosch involved in this? Which products do you use?
Right. Quite early, we fell in love with the 1000 system because it's really, really straightforward. It's good value for money. There are no licenses to understand, no extra fees. Everything is open. It's simple to operate. We love it, and it's good value for money. So we have used that as our main. That's what we point at when we have to set up a system for a municipality.
Okay. Did you meet big challenges when you do this kind of projects, or how does it?
Well, obviously, when you take a product that are meant to be on a closed LAN network and suddenly take it to the cloud, there are obstacles and challenges, obviously. But everything has went really smooth with the 1000 system. So I'm happy to say that no, not challenges that couldn't be overcome. And I'm sure in a second we'll see how it actually works. How you sitting in a complete other location can control my microphone. We have a small demo municipality town hall meeting here, with the mayor sitting at the end of the table, and 4 politicians, 4 delegates that we can turn on and off. So I don't know if are you interested, Jesper, to see how it would actually work?
Yes, I would like to see that.
All right. Some 10 minutes ago, I gave you access to our demo system, so you are an admin right now. If I were a real politician, I could press the button indicating that I would like to speak. You as an admin will see me get into the queue. And in the meeting room itself, you would also see on the wallboard, I'm sure we can change to the wallboard in a second, you would also see me go into queue. So this is everything is happening in the browser. So if I as a politician would I'm not sure if you can bring me up so we can also see my picture on the wallboard, maybe to see. Right. So here I am. So take a look at my microphone now. I will hit this microphone, and once I press it, it starts to light green. You can see that I'm in the queue. You see that in the meeting room on the browser. And you, Jesper, as an admin, will also see me in the queue. I can add a couple of numbers more, adding them into the queue.
Yes, I see them.
And now we have 4 politicians who all wants to speak. Once you press, if you hit the next button, it will just turn on the first microphone who went into the queue, and it will change into red. You will see that it turned into red, and it's now open. You can hit the next one.
I hit the next one here.
Right. So it's this one. And at any point, you can also hit your chairman button, which will open your own microphone if you were to be the mayor. Not sure if you see it. Yes, but there's a big button.
I can try to take it here from here.
There's a big button. So now as a chairman, you have opened your own microphone, and there is 1 delegate here. So everything can be controlled from a browser, from any device. Everything has been taken to the cloud.
Really impressive. How have you seen this during the COVID? It must be really beneficial for you to have such a solution.
Yes. Everything right now is about hybrid solution. Town hall meetings in the future will happen with people sitting in the actual room, but we will also see politicians participating in the meetings from their own home due to different reasons. So everything is about supporting hybrid meetings. And what we have done is that you saw the delegates going into the queue. What we are going to support in a couple of months now is the ability to participate from your home. You will still have to log into Teams or Zoom or whatever you use as your conference preferred conference solution. But what we do is, if you're a politician and you participate from your home via Zoom or Team, you can use our native app to add yourself into the queue. So instead of hitting the microphone button, you will be hitting a button in our app, and you will be placed in the exact same queue in the exact same window that the mayor sees. And once the mayor press next to a person who is not in the room but is hybrid participating, the wallboard will change. Let's try to bring up the wallboard. I mean, right now we just see the headline. It could also be an agenda point. It could be a motion text. It could be voting taking place. But once, let's say that the next in queue, you can turn him on. If we have indicated that person to be participating from home, a hybrid participant, the wallboard would change and you would see that person and we would unmute the audio, everything automatically. Once the person has stopped talking and the mayor again turns on the next microphone in the line and it's from the actual meeting room, the wallboard will change back to agenda view. Everything happens automatically. It's almost like James Bond style, and this is something that town hall and municipalities are really looking for.
Okay, and you said you could also do voting on your system. You can do voting as
sure. I mean, we do voting as part of our solution. I can try to hit the voting button, or as a matter of fact, we already have, let me just try to hit an agenda point now. If we switch to the wallboard, I will start the voting now. And the wallboard changes. So now you see all the participants. I have a colleague a couple of meters away from me sitting behind me, and he will try to hit a couple of votes. You can change your vote as long as the voting. Jesper, can you try to change your vote? Yep. As long as the voting hasn't stopped, you can vote whatever you like from our app, from a browser, or if you are in the room with a next gen or a Dicentis microphone with hardware buttons, you can hit the button, and so there are different ways of voting. So either you are in the room physically with buttons, or you are remote with our app. You have the exact same options like if you were in the room.
And you see maybe also new projects coming up. You see more municipalities go in that direction. How do you look into the future?
Absolutely. It's the new black. Everything wants to have their meeting rooms hybrid ready, because this is something that we will see in the future. Absolutely. Politicians will take part in the meetings, even though that they do not feel well, they are in quarantines and so on. So this is what municipalities are looking at the moment, for sure.
Sounds really interesting and really promising for the future, also for our cooperation. I would say thank you very much to Jakob Hyldal for giving us this introduction in this cloud-based conference world. Thank you very much, Jakob.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Osan. Welcome to this presentation.
Welcome from my side also.
So if we are going straight to business, what is the critical application when we are talking about a voice evacuation system?
Critical application is a site where voice evacuation system is used instead of fire bells, and where if there is any issues with the system, either the site needs to be closed, or if there is an evacuation going on and there is a fault with the system, it can lead to damages or even injury, or in worst case scenarios, loss of life. So usually we are talking about bigger sites with lots of people or big impact on business, like airports, cruise ships, shopping malls, factories, and heavy industry in general.
So how do you start with a project like this? What are the first steps?
First one is that is it a new building or existing one? If it's an existing one, then this of course puts more limitations for the design usually than a new building. You need to think about how to fit the new equipment to the existing equipment rooms, and also you need to take in consideration that the existing system stays in active use until you can switch to the new system. Then you need to find out what are the requirements from the end customer, and also is there a EN54 or other standard that you need to take in consideration, and then what about local regulation and standards. And also you need to think about if there is a conflict with these regulation and standards and the end customer requirements. Then you need to start planning the system based on these.
So about the system side, requirements and Presenza benefits.
So when we are talking about Bosch Presenza, the great thing about it's the flexibility of the system, because it's fully IP based. It gives us flexibility, and we can do both decentralized and centralized system, or even a mix of these easily.
How you see about cabling, redundancy, IP network?
Again, here the flexibility of Bosch Presenza can help. In the equipment we have built-in network switches with at least dual network ports, even the call stations. Also, Presenza supports rapid spanning tree protocol, which gives us great network redundancy in case of broken cable or malfunctioning device. The amplifiers have built-in A and B speaker connections, so we get speaker line redundancy without any extra hardware. Also, consideration should be put towards the network system cabling, so in case of a fire, the cables are not routed next to each other, so that the system remains working.
Fine. How you see about hardware redundancy?
You can have two system controls installed in one Presenza system with different physical locations, and one of these controllers will work as a hot spare, meaning that if the main controller fails, the spare controller automatically steps in and takes over the system. Also, amplifiers have built-in spare amplifier, so you don't need any extra amplifiers to work as a spare amplifier in the system. Also, all the central equipment have dual power inputs.
So after the general central system design, what to think about the speaker setup itself?
Usually in these types of projects you need to think about acoustical challenges like reverb that you get from halls and areas where you have hard surfaces like glass and stone. Also, small areas and low ceiling areas create their own difficulties. So you really need to think about the correct speaker model selection. Of course, also architect requirements play into these, that what kind of type of speaker you need to use and how it looks. Bosch has a great selection of speakers that can answer these demands, and also simulation of more challenging areas is recommended. And for that, Bosch already has made profiles for
speakers in a simulation program called EASE.
And then later on, what about after the project? What are the usual issues that you have seen?
So, of course, there is the regular maintenance and servicing of the system. So, doing like normal service activities, checking the audibility and sound pressure levels in the areas, checking that all the power supplies and batteries are still working as intended, and everything is okay with the system. But one thing that is usually not forgotten, but is not always taken in consideration, that when we are talking especially airports, shopping malls, and even industry, they are always evolving and expanding. So you really need to think about, when you have new areas coming up, that what you need from the voice evacuation system, the design, do you need to add more hardware to the centrals? Do you need new equipment rooms and so on? And of course, when these changes are made, that the documentation is maintained and the changes are taken into the documentation.
Okay, thank you, Esa. And
Thank you.
now back to the Sweden. Ozan.
Dear audience, welcome to Sweden. I'm Peter Kovalev. I'm responsible for voice evacuation, the Bosch voice evacuation business in Swedish market. Today, I very much would like to welcome a special guest. It's Anders Millberg from Standard Audio. Welcome, Anders.
Thank you, Peter.
It's nice having you here, Anders. Yes.
Nice to be here.
Good. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and the company you're working in?
Of course. My name is Anders Millberg. I work with technical sales and system design at the company that's called Standard Audio Systems AB. We work mainly with voice alarm and Pro Audio.
And we are going to talk about one of your projects called Studenternas. Can you please describe the location of, what is Studenternas? What is that?
Studenternas is, well, it's a sports area in the center of Uppsala, the town I'm from, by the way. It's located near the Central Park in Uppsala. And this specific project was a newly built football arena, replacing the old arena that's been there since the 50s.
And then you said in central of Uppsala. I know in central of Uppsala, it's then it's quite close to a big hospital, or?
Yes, it is. It's right next to it.
So if you have central and you have a big hospital very close, what about the design of loudspeaker? What about that?
It's quite challenging because not only do we need to perform good in the arena, we need not to spill too much sound outside the arena.
About the arena itself, is it open or closed arena?
Well, it's semi-open, so
okay.
the spillover was quite a challenge in this project.
I see. And what about your role in the project?
Well, I was part of doing the original system design based on the specifications from the customer. We did this project together with one of our local customers, Teaterteknik, that fronted the business against the builder. So we supported him with system design and delivery of products and commissioning and documentation. And Teaterteknik did the installation.
Okay. It sounds quite complex because of the location, but then also it's quite big and so on. What about the system design? Can you please tell us about that?
Yes, I can. We have First of all, we needed to select good quality speakers for the arena. And the obvious choice for us is Electro Voice, since we've worked with Electro Voice for many, many years. And we have good experience with Electro Voice. So we chose the EVF system from Electro Voice together with their DSP processor NetMax. And for the
NetMax, what's that?
That's the Electro Voice DSP system controller, if we say that. It handles all the DSP and distribution within the system.
Yeah.
And the choice for voice alarm was quite obvious for us. We have been very successful with Bosch Paviro, so that was the obvious choice.
Yeah. The Paviro, yes. I've seen you are really successful with the Paviro. We come into that later. Tell us more about the system design and how the setup is with the different system. I do understand that you have integrated then a voice alarm together with professional audio, the stadium sound. Is that correct?
Yes, the specifications from the customer demanded that it be a totally integrated voice alarm and Pro Audio system. And it's also a decentralized system because we were specified that the equipment should be in 3 rack positions. So
do you have kind of 3 hubs, 3 satellites where you and you have connect everything?
Yes.
Okay. Please describe that.
Yes. Thanks to the possibility with Omnio networking with Paviro.
The Bosch Omnio.
Yes. We can realize the functional demand in the specifications. So the complete system runs on a IP network, Omnio network, which also includes the PA system, the Electro Voice PA system. And everything is configured and controlled by the IrisNet. That's the configuration software that's compatible with both Electro Voice products and the Bosch Paviro.
So then it's really a Bosch total solution. Electro Voice, that is a Bosch company, and you have the IrisNet, you have the Omnio, you have the Paviro, and you have put everything together. It's impressive. What is the benefit in general description in the stadium? Can you describe that in a way?
The choice of product made it very easy to do fulfill the requirements regarding networking and quality of sound. The flexibility of the Bosch and Electro Voice products together makes the system design quite much easier.
Yeah. So flexibility, total integration, networking, decentralized system, etc., that we mentioned. What about the future? Do you think it will be some kind of similar solution for the future, big arena or similar? What do you think?
Yeah, from experience, I see this more and more, the demand for networking. And the Paviro system for voice alarm is perfect for us, but also the sensor system that's coming up, it's a very good option with the same networking capabilities. So we see networking and decentralization as a big thing in the future.
Yeah, interesting. Just then, if we go into the Paviro, you are so strong. You do a lot of system design and sell a lot of Paviro. What is the success factor in?
Well, we saw right away when the product was introduced that it would suit our market perfectly due to many factors, I would say. The technical flexibility, you can build small to medium to large systems with the same product. The networking capability is also key. You can build decentralized systems, and it's extremely cost effective for the projects we have done.
Good to hear. Yeah.
So it's a very competitive and the quality has been very good We have
Okay,
very good experience with the system so far.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Anders, it was very nice of you sharing the information about the Studenternas project and how you did it and the success factor about the Paviro. I also know that you're doing a lot of Presenza, the bigger system. So I thank you, Anders, for sharing. Thank you for coming to Bosch studio. And for the audience, thank you from us in Sweden.
Hello, my name is Andis Aizupets. I'm a sales district manager for Bosch Building Technologies in Latvia. Today, I'd like to introduce you with our distribution partner, Baltics Evidence Network, and the managing director, Normunds Martinsons. Evidence Network has been our partner for more than 15 years, and I would like to ask Normunds to tell a bit more about your company and your business.
Andy, thanks. Thank you for the stage. My name is Normunds Martinsons, and I'm executive director of the company Evidence Network. And it is a big honor to present our company and products as well as services being provided. Our company was established in 2008 with head office in Riga. Today, our company employs 80 highly qualified professionals, sales engineers, technicians, as well as supportive staff. To expand our business in 2019, there were opened a daughter company in Lithuania, named Evidence Network Lietuva, with a strong focus on Bosch public address development. At this moment, there are working 3 persons in Lithuanian office. In Estonia, there are operating related companies, Star Technics, with 8-9 staff members. The company deals with the sales of professional security systems like video surveillance, access control, fire alarm systems, public address and voice evacuation systems, integrated systems, door phones, accessories. We are organizing seminars, free of charge training as paid ones. We are providing consulting services and repairing of the equipment sold. The company is a distributor for many prominent manufacturers like Bosch, Schneider Electric, Panasonic, Teletech Electronics, InRange, Dahua Technology, FIAM, as well as others. We provide our clients expertise and security systems and solutions for the designers, system integrators, installers.
I know you have many projects every year, but there is one in particular you would like to share more details today with us. It's a Rimi Logistics Center in Riga. Could you say a few words about this project, why it's so important for you?
Yes, on October 27, 2020, Rimi Baltic opened the new logistic center here in Riga at Deglova Street 161. It is one of the largest and most advanced logistic hub in Baltic states, and the total size of building is 84,000 square meters. And now briefly about the project. Evidence Network supplied Bosch Praesideo public address goods for the system integrator. The system integrator was joint stock company STA Grupa, which participated in the construction of Rimi main logistics center as a subcontractor of YIT Lietuva, building a public address and voice evacuation system. The The system integrated during 6 months from January 2020 till June 2020, performed all installation works. The project task was to build the Bosch Praesideo public address and voice evacuation system in conformity with the project documentation plus technical requirements of the client was fulfilled. Major numbers of the system were 74 lines, 15 zones, 2 cabinets, 650 plus loudspeakers, and the total capacity of the system was more than 5,000 watts. So, and the most challenging in this project was to make solution for reinforcements of the loudspeakers, because this solution wasn't prescribed, and system integrator completed this task themselves, preparing all drawings and fixing solution. Finally, general contractor gave very positive feedback on work done.
What was the main reason why Bosch was chosen as supplier for this project, and Evidence Network was chosen as distributor to supply this materials for this project?
So the Bosch Praesideo public address system was chosen by client because system conforms the highest requirements, is very stable and efficient, secure. It has long servicing time, as well as very cost effective in long term, and will benefit to the owner of the building, absolutely sure. Evidence Network was chosen as a supplier because it helped to select and supply goods in shortest time, as well as competitive price was set up by Bosch for this project.
I heard this project has received some kind of award from building industry. Could you mention what kind of award was it?
Yes, the building has got the Latvian Construction Year Award. It took third place in the category manufacturing plant and industrial construction.
Many thanks, Normans, for sharing these insights of your company and this particular project with our audience. And if anybody needs distribution service in our area, please remember these 2 words, Evidence Network. It's a company where you can obtain Bosch products in the Baltics. Thank you, Normans.
Andy, thank you too.
Hello, everybody. I am Oleg Sokolov, the Sales District Manager responsible for business development of Bosch Security Systems in Lithuania. And recently, I had a great chance to visit the Akropolis shopping center in Kaunas city, where I met the general manager of this shopping center, Mrs. Brigita. And let's together watch and listen what we have been talking about.
Šiandien aš sveikinuosi su prekybos centro Kauno Akropolis valdytoja, ponia Brigita, ir užduosiu jai keletą įdomių klausimų. Labą dieną.
Labą dieną.
Mes žinom, kad visai neseniai Kauno Akropolio prekybos centre įvyko esminė rekonstrukcija ir jis atrodo dabar visiškai kitaip. Kasgi pasikeitė nuo to laiko? Šiek tiek jūsų komentarų.
Tai iš tiesų 2019 metais įgyvendinome nemažą rekonstrukciją Kauno Akropolyje. Rekonstruotas 10 000 kvadratinių metrų plotas kurios metu atnaujinta didelė dalis parduotuvių, sukurta nauja maitinimo zona erdvė su skirtingais maitinimo operatorių konceptais. Taip pat rekonstrukcijos metu suformuota aikštė, kuri yra skirta renginiam. Aikštės plotas yra 1500 kvadratinių metrų, ją dengia suformuoti tiksliau stoglangiai, tai patenka natūrali dienos šviesa. Ir tuo pačiu atnaujintos visos inžinerinės pastato sistemos šioje zonoje. Taip pat apdailos sprendimai, išryškintos autentiškos interjero detalės, kurios reflektuoja į Kauno tarpukario architektūrą. Kadangi žinome, kad prekybos centras tai nėra vien tik tai pastatas su parduotuvėmis, tačiau kuriama patirtis ir emocija mūsų lankytojų pirkėjui, tai tuo pačiu labai svarbu ir foninė muzika, garsas, ar ne? Tai tuo pačiu buvo atnaujinta ir visa įgarsinimo sistema.
Tai klientai atėję į jūsų prekybos centrą pajunta tą malonumą, ir tas malonumas ne vien tik tai akimis, bet ir malonumas.
Malonumas ausims, vienareikšmiai.
Tai interjero detalė, tai foninė muzika, garsas pibiškas, kurį girdi jūsų klientai, formuoja įspūdį, nuomonę apie prekybos centrą, jie noriai apsilanko.
Tinkama emocija ir tinkama apsipirkimo patirtis. Tai vienareikšmiai garsas ir foninė muzika iš tiesų yra labai svarbu.
Tai toji sistema, kuri buvo įrengta jūsų prekybos centre, kokiagi jos paskirtis arba keletų funkcijų, kokią funkciją atlieka?
Tai šita atnaujinta sistema, Bosch konkrečiai, tai turi keletą funkcijų. Pagrindinė funkcija tai yra transliuoti foninę muziką bei reklaminius pranešimus. Ir papildoma antroji ta funkcija tai yra transliuoti pranešimus pavojaus atveju, tai yra balso pavojaus sistema.
Ar yra buvę taip, kad ta sistema jau išbandyta materialiom sąlygom?
Taip. Iš tiesų yra ir mokymai, ir pratybos atliekamos prekybos centre, kurios metu būtent evakuaciniai pranešimai yra iškomunikuojami, ištransliuojami per evakuacinę sistemą. Ir faktas yra jau tekę turėti realių evakuacijos atvejų.
Irgi tai atkreipė dėmesį.
Mes džiaugiamės, kadangi labai kokybiškas garsas, labai gerai sureguliuotas garso lygis, pranešimai labai aiškiai girdisi, ar ne, kadangi prekybos centras, kaip sakau, gyvas organizmas ir tikrai visko nutinka, tai elementarus pavyzdys, kai reikia pranešti, tarkim, apie pasimetusį vaiką, tai tikrai labai kokybiškai atlieka savo funkciją.
Jeigu nepaslaptis, kas jums padėjo realizuoti šitą sumanimą, įdiegti šitą sistemą, pabaigti visus darbus ir užtikrinti tokį nuostabų rezultatą?
Tai mūsų partneriai, rangovas generalinis Paviro Lietuva ir dirbo kartu su Bosch kompanijos atstovais. Tai tiek projektavimas, tiek įrengimas.
Ar jūs kaip prekybos centro valdytoja esate patenkinta tiek savo rangovo rezultato pasiektų, tiek tuo, kas dabar matoma ir girdima prekybos?
Taip, vienareikšmiai taip, labai tinkamas sprendinys, labai kokybiška sistema ir tikrai rekomenduotume visiems kitiem, tiek prekybos centram, tiek kitiem komerciniam objektam dirbti su šiom kompanijom ir įsidiegti būtent šią sistemą.
Ačiū Jums už nuomonę. Geros dienos.
Hello again, and let me welcome to join the stream the gentleman who mostly contributed to the success of the implementation Praesideo voice alarm system in the Akropolis shopping mall in Kaunas. This is Mr. Gediminas Klizas, the leading engineer from the company Paviro in Lithuania. Hello, Gediminas.
Hello.
Thank you for joining our stream. And yeah, everybody is really keen to listen and learn about this project. So may I ask you to tell us a bit more, elaborate on what is unique about this project?
Sure. Thanks for having me. First of all, Kaunas Akropolis was a really challenging project from the standpoint of acoustics, and we had to figure out how to implement the new public address system while keeping the shopping mall fully operational. And our challenge was how to make it like future-proof, expandable, and reliable. So all of all, we've made this installation top-notch for a client to have reliable and expandable system, which gives great opportunities for our client to use it for marketing reasons and to make people safe and at the same time informed.
Okay. We heard the very positive feedback from the management of the shopping center, that the voice is really nice and sounding is very lovely. So just to achieve that result, I'm assuming that there were many challenges for you to design the system. So can you please elaborate more on these challenges? What specific were for you to design the system?
Sure. So basically, Kaunas Akropolis is not like a standard shopping mall. Within this shopping center, we have a heritage buildings inside, which are conserved and used as a premises for stores. Basically, it is a city within the city. And thus comes great open spaces, a lot of light, but the challenge for the acoustic engineer is a reverberation. The STI levels that should be met and the system that should supply this. So basically, intelligibility challenge was really tough, but we've managed to use a Bosch selection of speakers to overcome this challenge and make it really, really good in a standpoint of the client.
When it comes to the shopping center, the height, the ceiling is pretty high. And I know that just to achieve the very high level of the sound intelligibility, you need to apply some specific technique. You should use some specific software doing some simulations for the acoustic. Was it right, and what software you have to apply for that?
Sure. Modern days and to keep up with the pace for good quality audio systems, we have to use not only our engineering knowledge but also the software. We used specified EASE EVAC software to simulate the possible STI levels, to take in consideration the materials used in a shopping center. And afterwards, when we made implementation, we've also conducted a STI level measurements, and actually it was quite good, and more or less it was like a to the narrow borders of error of for the STI levels. So basically, what we've designed, we achieved that in shopping mall. So basically, this is it.
Yeah, thank you for that input. But also keen to learn how Bosch was involved in this process.
Actually, we've went to contact with the Bosch directly as soon as we got the task for design. As for such a big shopping mall, we need to work in a team, basically. And Bosch supplied us with a really good level of knowledge and some engineering know-hows and tips. And thus we were able to implement this installation very fast and saved a lot of time and effort and both money, not to make almost any mistakes while doing that.
Thank you for positive feedback. Indeed, really appreciate it. But do you see opportunities for more of this type of project in the future with Bosch?
Sure, we see. From my standpoint, I believe that newer generation of the public address system is coming from the Bosch. It is Presenza, which are developed and engineered to fulfill the constantly growing requirements for the these such of buildings, and basically a translation of the commercials information and both some safety and information messages is crucial, and to make it achievable to in different places, not single area, but in different places. In this case, we have more than 50 lines, 90 lines, 90 audio lines in a shopping mall. So basically, we have really good expandability and the possibility to translate all the messages. So the same approach should be taken in newer buildings and renovated shopping malls to give a tools for investors to make profit from the investment.
Okay, thank you. So I learned that with this flexible concept, you have actually ensured the future and feature-proof solution for your end customer for the upcoming keys. Okay, thank you very much for your input. I appreciate your feedback as well. Thank you for joining our stream, and let's keep in touch in the future. By the way, you can find out more and contact us using the links at the end of this presentation. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all for joining this event, and thanks for the interesting presentations we just saw. My name is Pekka Lakkonen, and I'm responsible for the Nordic communication sales. Been working 11 years for Bosch, and now since April with this new position. I hope you all got some good information regarding our product solutions and how to use them in the upcoming cases or projects you are having. But anyways, the most important thing is that we are here for you. If you need any help from us to design a project, any information regarding the products we are having, so please don't hesitate to contact us. We are here for you. And all our contact details will be shown later on, and then they will also be stored in this presentation. And now I would like to go back to Ozan. Please, Ozan, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Pekka. And now you're leaving us and Tristan is coming back. And in the meantime, I would like to remind you that we will have now the quiz. So please go to menti.com and you will see the code appear in the screen right now, or you can also use the QR code. In the meantime, when Tristan is preparing, I would like to thank all of our customers, end users, system integrators, put effort into this event and recorded these videos. Thank you so much all. And Tristan,
yep.
Now my favorite part is coming up, the quiz part.
Time for the live quiz. Just a reminder, this is totally anonymous, so please join the quiz. But this is only for Nordic customers. So if you're a Bosch employee watching this or outside of the Nordics, please do not join this Menti session now.
Wait a second, I will not be able to get
I'm afraid
the prize.
It's the only winners can be from the Nordic customers, I'm afraid. So yeah, so please join Nordic customers with a chance to win that Bosch power drill. And
so maybe we should remind them once more how to connect to the Menti.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, scan that QR code or go to menti.com on your browser and enter the code 44589515. Okay, so if you are the lucky winner, please take a screenshot of that winning screen. And in order to get your power drill, send in that picture to your Bosch contact or via the contact form on the website.
Because we basically don't know who is who. So if the winner will not send the print screen to us, we will not know any details about him or her, right?
Yep.
So that's an important part. All right, I'm pretty excited.
Let's have a look. Let's go to the first question and see how many players. Oh,
okay.
Okay, we've got lots of participants. Fantastic.
That's great.
Really good.
Okay, a lot of different avatars and nicknames.
49,
there.
48. Okay, so.
All right, that's lovely.
What do you reckon, Osan? Shall we get this started then?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of people, so let's get it started.
Yeah, let's get started with the first question
then. Answer fast to get more points.
Exactly, yeah.
So faster you answer, you get more points.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
So,
let's go.
Let's go.
Which evac system was used in the Akropolis shopping center? Was it Praesideo, Presenza, Paviro, or was it Pavarotti?
Pavarotti is a nice name for a product group, and we should really think about it. Okay.
Time's up. Okay, 19 with the right answer.
19.
Well done.
It's good.
Let's go to question number 2. Which Bosch conferencing system was used in the Votendo system? Was it Teams, Praesideo, CCSD 1000, or was it SAST?
I believe most of the people will remember the nice reference case from Denmark with CCS 1000D.
Yeah.
Yes, most of them do.
Yeah.
Great.
Well done. Question number 3 coming up. Remember to be fast. Get those extra points. Where was the snow activity center located? Was it in Sweden? In Germany? Was it in Dubai? Or was it in Norway?
It was obviously not in Dubai, was it?
Oh. Hopefully
let's see.
Listening.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 people still think it's in Dubai.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah, why not?
Oh, why not?
And the next question, on number 4. Who joined us from Finland today? Was it Tommy and Essa, Osan and Peter, Jesper and Oleg, or was it Håvard and Andis?
Yes, our sales manager in Finland and our system design manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it was Tommy and Essa. Let's move on to the next question.
That's great. Most of the people is doing great.
Where is the Akropolis shopping center located?
Mm-hmm.
Is it in Athens? Was it in Estonia, in Lithuania, or in Scotland?
Let's see. I think it's an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
And good. 37 correct answers.
Move on. Question number 6. Which PA system is installed at the Snow Activity Center? Was it Praesideo, Presenza, Paviro, or Pavarotti again?
Yeah, we were talking about the tough environment, cold environment, and the electronics was working perfectly. And that system was, yes, it was Paviro.
Yeah. Good job. Question number 7. Which Nordic com training is planned for the autumn? Praesideo, Presenza, Paviro, or is it Pavarotti again?
I mentioned in the beginning our new PA-VA system. We will have more seats soon for the training. It's coming up. So yes, Presenza for sure.
Coming to the end of the quiz now. So question number 8. Where can I find more information about Bosch Communication Portfolio? Is it on Tinder, the Bosch website, calling Marco, or Yellow Pages?
Yeah, I will select the easiest one here. I think calling Marcus seems the easiest one to me. I'm not sure if that's the right answer or not. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people want to
look at Marco. That's good.
The Bosch websites. Question number 9. Which presentation talked about IrisNet? Was it Studenternas Arena, Sweden, Akropolis shopping center in Lithuania, or was it the snow ski center in Norway?
Yeah, we were talking about some professional systems and PAVA systems integrated to each other and being managed from IrisNet, and it was in Sweden. Yes.
And to the last question, let's be quick on this one, get those extra points to win that Bosch power drill. Here we go. Which system was integrated with Paviro in the stadium solution? Was it Dynacord, RTS, Electro-Voice, or was it Telex?
This can actually be a little bit tricky question, but if you paid attention, you will answer easily. And here it comes. Yes, it was Electro-Voice.
Good job.
Now the most exciting part.
Yeah, well done, everybody. Thanks for being part of this quiz. Let's have a look.
Drums.
Yeah.
The winner is, with over 9,000 points.
9,244 points. We have Alexei.
Alexei,
congratulations. Please, Alexei, take a screenshot of what you have on your tablet or your smartphone or your computer. Your winning screen, which says first place. Take a screenshot of that. Send that to your Bosch contact or via the contact form on the website. Congratulations again. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this Menti quiz. Thank you, Osan.
Thank you very much for hosting and being here, Tristan. Alexei, 9,200 points. That's really great. So congratulations one more time. Your screwdriver is on the way, and everybody participated and be with us today. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next event. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.